Imagine standing in front of a massive puzzle with thousands of pieces scattered all around you. You know the picture it's meant to create is extraordinary, something insightful, something beautiful, but as you look at the sheer number of pieces, you realize you can't possibly put it all together on your own. The question is, where do you even begin? This is the exact dilemma we face in the world of data analysis. Every data set is like that giant puzzle, filled with countless features and variables, and hidden somewhere within it are the patterns and insights that truly matter. But here's the challenge. Not every piece of the puzzle is equally important. Some pieces are noise, others are redundant, and many just make the picture harder to see. This is what we call the curse of dimensionality, and it's one of the biggest challenges in data science today. That's where dimensionality reduction comes in, a set of techniques that takes those thousands of puzzle pieces and distills them down to just the ones that matter most. It's like focusing on the edges and the corners first, letting you build the foundation of the picture without being overwhelmed. And once you understand how to use it, dimensionality reduction can completely transform the way you work with data. In this video, we're going to break it all down. You'll learn what dimensionality reduction is, why it's so crucial in today's data-driven world, and the powerful methods like PCA, LDA, and TSNE that help us cut through the noise and see the bigger picture. This isn't just theory. These are techniques used in everything from financial modeling to image recognition to bioinformatics. By the end, you won't just understand these tools, you'll know how to wield them like a pro. But here's the twist. Dimensionality reduction isn't just about simplifying data, it's about making hard choices. Every time you reduce a dimension, you're deciding what matters and what doesn't. So, how do you know you're making the right choice? And what happens if you choose wrong? That's the real question. And by the end of this journey, you'll have the answer. Are you ready to uncover the hidden structure of your data? Let's get started. So, now that we've introduced the concept of dimensionality reduction, let's talk about why we need it. This is where the challenges of high-dimensional data come into play. And let me tell you, there are no small hurdles. Imagine this. You're trying to solve a complex mystery, but instead of a few key clues to focus on, you're flooded with endless details, irrelevant descriptions, unnecessary backstories, and duplicate information. Sounds overwhelming, right? That's exactly what happens when we deal with high-dimensional data. First, let's talk about visualization challenges. As humans, we're naturally wired to understand the world in 3 dimensions: length, width, and height. Sure, we can stretch our imaginations to think about time as a 4th dimension, but beyond that, it's a struggle. Now imagine trying to visualize a data set with 100 dimensions, or 1,000. It's impossible. The relationships and patterns hidden within that data become completely unrecognizable no matter how sharp your analytical skills are. Then there's the issue of computational complexity. Here's the thing. As the number of dimensions increases, the amount of computing power you need grows exponentially. Think of it like climbing a mountain. With just a few dimensions, the journey is manageable. Add more dimensions, and suddenly you're facing a steep cliff with no end in sight. Your algorithms slow down, your memory gets maxed out, and before you know it, you're stuck waiting hours or days for results that might not even be useful. And finally, we hit the problem of redundancy and correlation. High-dimensional datasets often come packed with features that repeat the same information in different ways. It's like going to a party where everyone keeps telling you the same story over and over. Not only is it annoying, but it also clouds your ability to focus on the details that actually matter. Redundant features don't just waste time, they make your models prone to overfitting, where the algorithm learns the noise in your data instead of the meaningful patterns. So, what does this mean for you? If you're trying to work with high-dimensional data without reducing its complexity, you're going to face an uphill battle. You won't be able to see the patterns, Your tools will grind to a halt and you'll drown in a sea of repetitive features. That's why dimensionality reduction is so important. It gives you the power to cut through the clutter, simplify your data, and make sense of even the most complex datasets. But here's the kicker. Dimensionality reduction isn't just a technical solution. It's an art. You have to make decisions about what to keep and what to discard, and those decisions can make or break your analysis. How do you know which dimensions hold the key to your insights? That's the real challenge. And in the next section, we'll start exploring the tools that can help you unlock those answers.